it like 100% on it.
There were people just in the YouTube chat waiting for it to start.
Pretty much.
Respect.
That's why I told them to go hang out, and then I'll be live at this time to get people in the YouTubes. Hello.
What's cracking?
I'll try to let more people draft. I think I might just sit and just chat on this one.
Cool.
This goat whale looks kind of sharp.
It's not bad, honestly. Like, it's got better things than I would have expected. I think the Josh Allen interceptions is very well going to sell him very easily.
It could, but I mean, he also has like less receiver talent, which I feel like might in his brain make him think he can force it less.
Yeah.
This goat whale seems sharp.
It kind of does.
The goat whale, bro.
The goat whale is crazy.
He's always like one leg off. Like it's not a situation where you can full fade it, I don't think.
Yeah. We just need 4-5 more in here. I can jump it if we really need to, but I think we can get this filled.
I like Bijan, Saquon, and Jamal a lot.
And then we'll do team reviews after that. Hopefully some more people join that, but if not, so be it.
I like the Bijan one, the Saquon one, and the Goff one, I think.
4 more spots needed. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting little grouping he's had. I was hoping to see, like, I'm curious if he's got any picks for tonight. You know what I mean? Because I would like to have some college football action.
He definitely will.
Yeah, I'll fade if he throws out some picks.
See, he's got a surgical stream going right now. Who's ready for my college football nukes, he says.
I'm all over him. Mbappe
I'm all over
goal scorer.
Does he have any goat whales for tonight?
Yeah, I hasn't posted them yet. He's probably cooking them up on this surgical stream, would be my bet.
Yeah.
I'm all over Mbappe anytime goal scorer.
True.
In an hour.
That's a good one.
He's due.
I do believe that
He hasn't
Puka
scored
could
from
finish top
Madrid
10. Jacksonville State tonight, according to Ryan. Ooh, draft in 4 hours for Keith. We need how many more in here? We should just need 4. I can join if we really need to, but no boober butt for me.
Somebody up a double shot of whiskey. We need 4 more.
You guys think Puka can finish top 10 again? For sure.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's fill this thing up. Grant, you got any college football picks lined up already? I took the 10.5 spread for ND State to cover against Colorado.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I was debating taking Colorado, but I mean, I feel like it's probably juiced towards Colorado.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll have to wait for Trent to make a play on that one to decide my true lie.
Dude, no way Trent fades Colorado.
No, he's probably going to take Colorado.
It's a preemptive Trent fade right there.
Yeah.
knew he would pick Colorado later in the day.
I've been trying to watch a little U.S. Open. It's on at a good time. It's easy to just throw on at night.
I haven't watched any of it, to be honest. Actually, I watched a little bit, like 2 days ago.
Shouldn't T be closer to Waddle, Smith, and yeah, but I mean, it also depends on the quality of wide receiver 2 that you think he is. Like, I feel like I'm more confident in Waddle and Devontae Smith's ability to consistently produce than I am with T. Like T just kind of has weeks where he's not really involved in the offense all that much. I do think he's in a pretty good spot though this year, given that Jamar is not even with the team right now and everything. So I'm still a fan of his. I can understand why the other two are ranked a little higher. Three more.
Okay.
I feel like Sleeper's auto draft is pretty good if we want to just rip.
You could just rip.
Yeah, might as well just take some out. Well, we can just make this a 10-man, honestly.
Okay.
Just drop it down to 10-man and I'll join. That cut people out or no? Oh,
Yeah.
no. Just go to the front.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right.
All right, let's get this thing going.
Let's go ahead and let it roll. All right. First.
Oh, Brad.
Lost me. Oh, here we go.
What up, Sensei?
What up, Sensei? My sweet Bijan. Ooh, I did another one of my 12-man drafts last night. Let me send it to you guys.
That's fun. Alrighty. Johnson said, I will not be here for the actual mock. How do you get your team rated? Jackson will walk you through how to get that done.
Yep, all you got to do is join our Discord, Prediction Strike Army, and the link should be in the YouTube live chat as well. And then once you're in our Discord, just send me a DM at Jamario Moon, and I'll be able to help you get your team set up on our live stream from there.
Wells, you should check out the Yahoo rankings. They're really bad.
I just don't understand how like the rankings are just so off until
That's
like,
what I did on that draft on yesterday, and it was like Kincaid was super far, Rice was super far.
and
I mean,
nobody's gonna
Gibbs-
reach on them
Gibbs
either.
got to like the 211.
This
Kyron
sounds
got to
absolutely
like the
ridiculous.
3-2.
I've drafted Zay Flowers in 2 leagues now, which is not something I was ever planning on doing, but here we are.
I kind of like him though. I think he could have a big week 1. He might be
For
my
sure.
investment pick when we get back into that, Jackson.
Yeah. It's not a bad call.
Chiefs lost their best outside corner.
Yeah.
His speedster on the outside.
Speedster.
Yeah, I can't believe my Seminoles lost in Ireland.
That was so funny.
That's
No.
also pretty funny.
The Trail of Tears.
What else I'd make that?
It's also obviously a different team than last year, but it like an entirely. But it's just funny that all that was the whole narrative, and then they just got
I know.
beat immediately. Kirk Herbstreit sent such a salty ass tweet.
What was it?
Because he's like an Ohio State guy, and he was one of the people that was like a proponent of them not making the playoff. And he sent like, given the new playoff structure, like Florida State's season is not over. You guys should keep your heads up and like. It was like
He just DM'd you. Awesome. Pick shit up to beat me here. I didn't get any shit fall back to me. So be it. I don't like Derrick Henry at all. That's a no-no for me. Pacheco stock is down for me. I'll take projected volume here. Why not? You can also take Chris Olave is fine. Ayuk is technically fine. Evans is fine. I like taking Florida. You get that tight end security. I wish you could use Pickett on freaking Webman without having to pay, because I just like to look at stuff. I prefer to have Deontay over Kirk.
H2O Bear, I just sent you a DM if you're on the YouTube or TikTok lives.
With Panthers bias, it's a curse being a fan. I mean, that happens to a lot of people. Why buy Estime? He's the dude.
Look at LeBron's Instagram story.
Jesus Christ.
Dude.
He's so funny.
He's hilarious.
I just can't wait for week 1. I'm really excited for it. Let's see.
I'm so hyped.
I'm working on this right now. I'll show you guys if I can figure out where the hell I hid it from myself. Oh, here it is.
Dude,
Jason
week 1.
did an interview with The Athletic, and they asked him about not playing the Olympics, and said, "I know I didn't make a jump shot when I was with Team USA. You never exactly know when you're going to get the ball, but that's just part of it. Since I played basketball from the age of 3 at the YMCA, I've never not played, so it was challenging."
Are the best and worst times to draft or order? I mean,
kind of depends on the guys you like. With the players that I like in like a 12-man, I've found my favorite slot to be around like 4 or 5-ish. I feel like the receivers in that realm are all kind of in a similar tier, and I'm content with all of them, and then you get to swing around quicker. So somewhere around there probably has been my ideal spot.
Earn a reward in the Discord. I don't know what that is, but cool. It's my turn to pick. Yay! Who fell back to me? Ooh. Take Diggs, and I'll take Tigers.
Nice. I like the way your team's looking now, Wells.
Yeah, this is fun.
My boy Johnson Kelvin being greedy as hell with those wide receivers.
He's going all in on the alphas. He said, I will have the highest PPR upside. I'm not gonna lie, the amount of streams we've been doing has been putting my ass to sleep like a rock.
Dude, that's funny you say that. I've been sleeping hard recently too, harder than normal.
Well, that's kind of what I feel like. That's the only thing I can think it really is, because I'm just drained by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Just muttering in your sleep about Chuba Hubbard.
Deontay Johnson, Rashee Rice, not suspended.
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb,
Nightmares. about
worst
Nick
pick.
Chubb. Cold sweats. Wake up with cold sweats about Nick Chubb. Okay, what we doing here?
What was the update that the NFL got on Rashee Rice?
That he's probably not getting suspended this year.
Yeah. But they were like setting a court date or something too, which I guess, I mean, if that went bad, he could be in more than just suspension.
Yes. Kenneth Walker. Sure, that's what you can put in chat, I heard.
Mr. Pitts.
Oh, so did you guys see that Estimate changes number to 23?
No,
I like that.
That's hard. Yeah.
I like it.
It's a fast number. Rashee.
All right, what do you guys think about this? You give up Kyron, but you get Aaron Jones and Deontay Johnson.
No.
I mean, it depends what your team looks like.
Like I
If
think
you're starting someone at flex that's like not reliable at all, and you can get two guys that plug in, I would do it. But if it's like,
I think there's like a bunch of situations in which that could end up by the end of the season being a good trade. But at the beginning of the year, no shot in hell. I'm giving
Not
up
at
my
the
Kyron.
beginning.
Yeah.
Maybe later on.
Yeah.
yeah,
Kyler Murray. Dun, 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 dun.
That was
Okay.
Rome Odunze.
All right. I kind of like Rome here. Just for the late season upside of him. Then I don't need Kittle. I don't like Swift. Monty's kind of fun just from a pure usage standpoint. But I'm going to... I mean, he's just a different variation. Where did he even finish last year, honestly? PPR 17. I'll take it for points. Him or Najee's fine. Probably Najee was a better play, but oh well. I'm going to try not to reach as much in these drafts.
See, that's way too high for Deontay Johnson.
Well, I mean, it's more accurate, but like in home leagues, they're just not going to be like happening that often. That's why I'm trying to get in the better habit of like, okay, let's build without reaching.
I'm not drafting Deontay before I'm drafting Amari Cooper.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any home league that Deontay's going there.
Yeah.
Or any, like in like even the sharpest of leagues, do you think Deontay Johnson's going right there? That feels like a tad high.
People just aren't going to pay that price, unfortunately. It's just a guy that like that. I'm confident he's going to get there. Ultimately, you just can't like reach that drastically far. We just have to be cheaper. I don't know. I'm still more of a go get your guys type of drafter, but we'll see how it
I don't
plays out.
disagree, Ryan, but I think that
I like
They
Reed.
all kind of have some sort of role. So I think if you're going to use a higher pick on Reed, you need to use one of your lower picks on one of the other guys to kind of hedge a little because you just never know. Like I would
Neighbors and
take a
Nico.
Wicks or a Dobbs or someone later if you're going to take Reed. But
STW,
I like
Alex,
Logic.
Neighbors, and Nico side. When his team review, we're doing them live on YouTube after this mock draft. I wish the Discord thing wasn't so wacky.
I know.
Like, I wish it was just so much easier.
Well, it was so easy last
It
year.
was, and then they were just like, yeah, we don't want you to have the ability to use a Discord link. It's like, why?
Dude, I'm way more interested about this Vayner meeting after hearing the brief summary of it.
We'll talk after.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Will TikTok let you use Discord link? Like, is there anything that actually lets you use it? No.
So,
I'd rather go first. I don't think it's that much of a drop off realistically. It's going to be a focal point of the offense, which tends to be what you want.
Diggs and Zay or Neighbors and Nico? Neighbors and Nico for me.
the Lakers have their sights set on Luka Doncic to be the face of their franchise for the future.
Oh, shocker.
Steph signed a 1-year extension, but he's like, that just puts him signed through 2027, which is like 3 more seasons, and he'll probably just retire. And like Lakers Twitter's like, he only signed a 1-year extension. He's coming to the league.
Yeah.
And it's like that's still like 3 full seasons away.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Wells, if you take Achon, are you trying to get Mostert later, like in this round? He's fallen to like the 9th round. Like, does it feel like a guy you want to hedge with a little?
Oh, I didn't even realize that was the pick. I would have taken Brian Thomas there. Oh, well. Yeah, I think it's fine to go get Raheem Mostert with him as well if you want to have like a hedge there. I really don't think it's a bad idea to have hedges in redraft because it's just like you're trying to get guaranteed week to
Yeah,
week.
especially if you're going to use like a mid to potentially even early 2nd round pick on Achon. It feels like a smart pick for one of your bench slots, I guess.
Rashad Bateman's a guy I go out and make sure to draft at the end of drafts realistically because he has upside.
Someone I haven't been able to get my hands on actually I did get him in one of my 3 drafts I've done, but in the other 2, Singletary just went way before I wanted to get him.
Terrathan. I mean, he's really like their only target with any sort of proven ability to be productive.
Yeah.
I mean, we're relying on a lot of dudes that, I mean, somebody else is going to have to catch passes in that offense. But like, if you trust Jaden Daniels, the only guy that you can really, you're getting right if you take Achon for sure. Yeah. But that's even later. Like, I feel like having a guy that if he goes down is going to get a massive amount of carries is helpful.
I'm a big fan of Tyrone Tracy, Ryan, and that's like probably my main concern with Devin Singletary is just how much I like Tracy. But I don't know.
Yeah, but you don't really have to take Devin at too much of a premium. Like I just got him here in round 9.
It's also pretty
So it's
damn
like,
easy
if-
to get Tyrone
yeah.
Tracy.
Yeah, and if Singletary can plug a hole for a few weeks to start the season as he's the running back 1 and Tracy's out, and you can just rack up points there, and then eventually his role kind of dwindles, that's all right.
Yeah.
Let's- I just realized if I don't take off the auto draft thing here, I will auto pick.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Don't particularly want that. Oh, there goes the guy I was looking at. Okay. Well, we'll take Hopkins.
I had him in my queue as well.
And I want late season Curtis Samuel for upside. I probably should have taken Zach Moss there. Oh well. Yeah, Toothless. Scared about the Thunder? Is that what it is?
There was a big storm here last night as well.
Yeah.
Lightning.
The weather in the like Midwest has looked insane. There was an Angels Tigers game that got delayed because it was 8 p.m. and it was 96 with lightning.
Jesus.
That's just like scary.
With the Rashid news, how high am I willing to grab him? Well, considering this is like where I was drafting him all summer, he's been priced in the 3rd on platforms like Underdog and DraftKings for at least a month now. So if you really want to reach, you can do that, but like I wouldn't advise it because not everybody's going to super reach on him. But you never know. You never know. Usually you can get these guys about a round ahead of ADP because not everybody's super active. But let's see here.
Tavion Weeks.
Oh, Mandela Kita has signed with Parma.
I've never done it before picking. Yeah, that's the thing is you just don't know who some people are going to reach for. And there's a lot of bad drafters out there, but it's just a cost.
What happened, Will?
I said Mandela Kita signed with Parma.
In soccer?
Yeah, sir, yeah.
Who the hell is Mandela Kita?
I have no idea. It's just a tweet I saw. I don't really know why I
Quentin
said
Johnson's
that.
always sucked.
Massive news.
Yeah. Parma.
Have you seen all those kids that like are doing the like, you know, like the soccer equivalent of Woj? There's like that Fabrizio Romano guy
Yeah.
who does like "Here We Go," and then there's all those kids that are like, like a 6-year-old kid with glasses who goes like, "And the deal is sealed as." It's so funny.
That is so funny.
Here we land.
Dude, who is that Sweat on Parma back
I
in
don't
the
know.
day that had like 98 pace, like the right winger? Biabiani.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I'm starting to build out
Serie A
a
had
thing for that
crazy
Michael
players.
Diosa.
Yeah.
Roma had the craziest
Oh my
team of
God.
all time. It was like Ibarbo.
Dude, it was like the Ivory Coast national
Yeah.
team at one point.
Ibarbo, Gervinho, and
Yeah. Or not? Did they have Seydou Doumbia?
yeah, at one
Yeah.
point for sure.
And Yaya Toure.
Emenike.
Actually, Yaya was never on that team.
No, but he's an Ivorian.
Yeah.
Hated that roam. Big Luis Suarez guy then? Sorry, that's too far.
So sad that Quentin Johnson sucks though. Yeah, it keeps me up at night.
Wells, what do you think about a Capri Sun in a bottle?
Where's this going?
Nowhere. They're packaging them up as like a bottled drink now.
I
don't
think
think
it's
it-
just
I don't
going to
think
change
it's the
the
same.
taste.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of ruins the mystique.
Like,
I
it's
don't
going
think
to
it would be
probably
the same.
piss some people off, honestly, because it's like that is a very small thing that will change the taste of it regardless.
Yeah, or
Could it
just
be
the
the
vibe
same?
of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's going to quickly just get involved more with just drinking. Is this what's going to turn into? Just people are just going. I'm just going to use this as a mixer. That's like
True.
that's
In that
how I see it.
respect, it would be good. Do they have like a? I think they do have an alcoholic one. That's
probably
not what
do.
this is, but I think they do have one.
Do I have a draft guide? No, I just have opinions.
Cold quote.
That was a cold quote.
Should that we just start doing that, pretending I'm Winston Churchill, like Butker?
Make you one of those quote cards.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Bjorn, take my Texans.
Well,
Somebody
you
take my Texans for me.
You should start one of those like it's hard to like those motivational accounts, but it's just like those like those wealth and finance accounts that have
Any
like
West
quotes
Ham
posted
fans
like
here?
that.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's
see.
gross.
Big cutest fan. I'm an Arsenal fan, but I do watch
The
a lot of
boys be
soccer.
blowing bubbles.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think draft guides are helpful, but it's like realistically, we're all just trying to find players to be high on and say no to other ones. And then, like, it's just structure building. Be like, these guys are good here, these ones are bad.
Who's he gonna pick?
I love cuties.
And week to week will be fun. Kyron Williams news, I'm not worried about it. It's like the defense isn't good. It'd be concerning if it was like the Jets defense and it was pretty small. Because I do anticipate them getting a lot of punts per game. Oh, that's a good loaf.
Were you a West Ham fan before then, or are you new to it after the kudu song?
All right, let's rip through these real quick. So my team's meh. It's all right. Beth Walker and Nico Collins, it's ridiculous.
Going straight from West Ham to so fucking high on Kenneth Walker and that rocks.
Let's see here. CD
Real ball.
H.M. Jacobs. Yeah, I like this team for the most part. Not a big Hollywood guy, but I think the team's fun. I like how this one was built. Grant's using our structure as usual. Love it.
This is a new one that
It's a new one.
I don't think I've taken two running backs in a row to start in at least a while, and then kind of just had to make up for it with some hedges.
You got a
and
lot of good
room
depth
with
for those
Palmer
receiver
and
guys.
McConkey, and then Pickens or Dell. Hopefully, one of them can be a solid wide receiver too. But I kind of like the way it turned out. I don't mind it.
It's a fun squad. Toothless man. Let's see here. Moving on, we've got a super receiver heavy start. I don't mind this. I just think you're going to be too thin at running back points. But then again, who knows? Maybe the Corum actually comes over and takes over the job. I don't mind it, though. Overall, fun squad. Not a big fan of Keon Coleman personally, but overall, your receivers are stacked. Your tight ends, okay. I'd probably switch out Xavier Legette for like Taysom Hill at the very end of the draft here. Let's see here. Brees, Etienne, Mike Evans, Metcalf. Yeah, I like the beginning structure. Richardson, Ingram, really like that as well. Najee, Brooks, get some nice hedges for the later part of the season. Fun squad. Don't mind it at all. But probably way too thin on receivers, realistically. Let's see here. Chase, Marv, Pacheco, White, Jackson, Zay Flowers, George Kittle. It's questionable at the running backs just because like Bucky Irving could genuinely be a real thing very quickly. And then Pacheco is now battling Samaje Perine for third down work, and I do think that limits his upside. But outside of it, it follows our basic structure. I like it a lot. Let's see here. Normal Pulisic team. Nothing to really kind of comment on it. Let's see here. Amon St. Brown, Saquon, Kelsey, DJ Moore, Joe Mixon, T. Higgins, Amari Cooper. You took a lot of questionable receivers later, but I think you let the volume out all to first fan, so I like how you built your team as a whole. Not really in on the running backs. I think you're going to have to fill them up like towards the later part of the season. I used to say Nick Chubb was the worst pick on the board. No. You topped it, my friend.
Dalvin?
That's the worst pick on the board. But overall, I like the team for the most part. Let's see here. Not a big Henry guy, but at this value, I'm sure it's fine. Let's see here. Smith, Pitts, Rice, Reed. Yeah, fun squad. I like it overall. And he got some good contingent-based value as well. And he took both sides of the Tennessee there, so I like it. Darnell Mooney, I just don't really see, like, if Drake London went down, I get the contingent side of it, but it's just like, I don't think he's that good. Let's see here. What are you looking at? I like that 4-tooth list. Luke McCaffrey, it's a fine swing. Fantasyland, build structure-wise, but your running backs are definitely going to need some help throughout the season. Jonathan Taylor's a fine lead anchor, but like these guys are going to be left for you for a good part of it. Yeah, don't mind it overall. Kind of fun structures. But with that said, Nico Collins over DJ Moore. We move over to the team ratings. I think we only have 6 today. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see here. So the first one. We have Lamar Jackson, Bijan Robinson, Isaiah Pacheco, Devonta Smith, Pickens, Goddard, Achane, McLaurin, Mostert, Edwards. All right. So you have 2 quarterbacks, and I can understand wanting to trade one away. I think that's fine. I don't see Mike Williams being the wide receiver 1 in this offense, so I think he's kind of it realistically. And I think Jahan Dotson is I'm fine with you keeping Caleb Williams because I understand the trade value there, but I'd rather you get J.K. Dobbins here and then find somebody else that you can get contingent-based value. So that
I think you probably wait to see if one of these players has a defined role in the offense that wasn't expected, so then you can cash out and make that trade for a wide receiver. But for now, I think you're fine. I mean, your running backs are elite. Like, you don't necessarily need to have amazing receivers if your running back room is going to be as crazy as those 3 together. So I would potentially just wait and see and kind of hold on and hopefully one of these guys on your bench pops and then you can sell high and try to make a move to upgrade that receiver room a little bit. But I think you're fine to stand put right now, especially in a 12-man. It's a good team.
Yeah, I'd still drop off the receivers here of Mike Williams and Jahan Dotson. You don't need these 2. Go get J.K. Dobbins. Go get like Rashad Bateman, guys with more upside. So if
take an upside swing that could pop in the first few weeks that you can sell high on and
take one of these 2 and go
maneuver around. Yeah.
Let's see here. But moving forward, keep Estime over Charbonnet. Let's see here. No speaker notes on this one. So we got Joe Burrow, Breece Hall, Derrick Henry. So I would be trying to pivot off of Derrick Henry as quickly as possible. I really like your receiving room. It's really strong for the most part. If you have IR, I think DJ Hawkinson's a fine person to have, but if not, then I'd get rid of him. You can buy Kyron Williams really low right now. I would just, you can really upgrade probably Derrick Henry with another one of these pieces and get somebody in the first round that's just a ridiculously elite asset, but you also have really good receivers. So I like the team, but not really much to say. Let's see here. And then Johnson Kelvin is wondering how to get his team in here, Jackson. So I'll let you walk him through
My
that.
legs.
Yep. All you got to do is join our Discord, which is Prediction Strike Army, the link for which is in our TikTok bio. It should be in the chat in our YouTube live. But once you're in there, just send me a DM at Jamario Moon, and I'll give you instructions on how to get your team on this review session today.
All right. And then moving on to the next one here. We've got Mahomes, McCaffrey, Marv, Devonta Smith, Waddle, Deontay Johnson.
Whoa,
I like the squad.
flexes.
Very, very strong squad.
It's a weird
And only need
roster.
one running back. That's definitely
and
okay.
3 flexes. Makes
Huh.
sense. I assume this is a deeper league, probably. Well, I guess your
12-man
receivers
PPR.
are pretty solid. I just don't.
12 man.
Oh, okay.
So I would
Probably
probably
is a little weird.
same thing here as the one team we talked about up here. I don't know. Did we talk about this team?
Which one?
Eerily
Yeah, we
similar.
did.
It looks eerily similar to this one. That's why. Yeah, I would just like Brandon Cooks. I just don't see being super relevant. I don't see Hawkinson realistically a necessity on this squad. I understand Schultz. Honestly, I think that's a fine one, but it's like you don't even need a tight end in this league. It looks like, so it's like, why even really roster tight ends here? Because you don't do
True.
more swings at like receivers. Yeah, there's just a lot of players that you don't really need on this roster that aren't going to have like crazy upside swings that you can like be filling this flex spot for. Like, there should be an active player that's going to get more time than Zach Charbonnet on this roster.
Yeah, take a bunch of swings on like younger running backs or receivers that you think could have a big role in their offense, or random dudes like that. I feel like there's got to be people on waivers that have more potential to slot into that flex spot than like a Dalton Schultz or Hawkinson or anyone. So just get a little creative with it.
But going back to, let's see here, this team for a sec. Yeah, I don't think we went over this one. Kyler, Brees, Jacobs, Jefferson, Kupp, Godwin, Pitts, McLaurin, Lawrence, Bengals. Yeah, just a wild team.
I don't know why you can't see this bench, but it's Xavier Worthy, Brian Thomas Jr., Chase Brown, Jameson Williams, and Jalen Wright.
Jesus. Yeah, this is just a very strong team. Congratulations. Not really much to say about teams when they come across like that. Let's see here. So moving on to the next one. All right, a little bit of a thinner spot here. Strong squad. Bench is strong. Yeah.
And you don't need as much running back depth. I mean, you still have the 2 guys, but like your starting running backs are way more set it and forget it kind of dudes than the receivers. But I mean, I still like the way you recovered with the receivers, considering I'm sure you took those 2 running backs first and then kind of let the board fall to you. So I mean, I think Deontay Johnson and potentially even Ladd are both guys that can start easily in case of an injury or something. So I think you're in a good spot.
100%. All right, moving on to the next one here. We have a much, much more in-depth roster. It does not appear to be – oh, it is a dynasty team. All right. So Joey B, you got DTR and Taxi Squad, Stroud, fun quarterbacks.
I mean, Stroud and Burrow in Dynasty is pretty insane for the next like 10 years.
Yeah, this is just a really strong team. And you have Drake May on your bench too. Like
Joe Milton.
Where you do need help, though, is your flexes a bit with like Lockett. But you have players that are going to come on later in the season. So it's like you can't really even say
Downs
that
and
much.
Chubb, I guess, in theory.
Like, I'd probably start KJ Osborne over Tyler Lockett this week because I'm pretty confident he's going to be the wide receiver 1. But yeah, no, I like this. It's a really good squad. Nothing really else to say. But we'll see if
KJ Osborne's going to be the wide receiver 1.
Yeah, it's him or Demario Douglas.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you Polk too, so you can kind of hedge that out a little.
They got Polk too, but he's going to be somebody that blossoms a little bit later. I think they're going to really limit the
you can
rookies.
Kind of platoon those 2.
Soon they'll let Drake May out there. Hopefully, we'll see. But
Free my boy.
That's all I really have. Jackson, will we add in one more, or we?
I'm not seeing anything new coming in.
All right. Well, that said, appreciate you all for coming on here. Hopefully that was helpful to you all. Like the teams we saw, hopefully the advice we gave you was helpful. But until next time, hope you all have a great day and talk to y'all later. Peace
Yeah.
out.
Peace.